Car Talk with Lady LeLe. This is a Car Talk with Lady LeLe on a Wednesday. It is the last day of work for me in 2021, and unfortunately, I do have to go into the office today. The week that I would have to work back-to-back day in the office would be also the week I end up getting my wisdom tooth pulled. And that was by surprise. Oh, the garbage. Oh, they collecting the garbage, so I guess I can't go that way. Would be the week I get my wisdom tooth pulled. It's also be the week I took my braids out, because I wanted to get my hair done for the new year and walk in with a fresh style. So you know how it is when you take your braids out, want to have your hair breathe a little bit before they start yanking on it. So that's why you keep a wig in your repertoire, right? Keep a wig on standby, but I'm off to work. So I just want to come on here because let me make sure the damn door down. Yeah, but can't remember if you let the garage door down or not. Let's see. Yeah, it's down. But I'm coming on here because earlier this year I put out a Car Talk video, a story time, and I was just saying how I felt, 2019 wasn't our year, blah blah blah. And I went back and I watched that video recently, and I had, at that time I shot that video, of course we didn't know all the events and things that would take place this year. And going back and watching that video made me realize that, hell, 2019 really wasn't as bad as we thought it was. And for some people, 2019 was their year. They accomplished a lot. They made some big time moves. But for those of us, myself included, that was hollering about it wasn't the business. It really, wasn't a bad year. It's just for us, things that we wanted didn't come to fruition, and that's what it was. It really wasn't a bad year. It was just lack of planning and poor execution. I'm gonna say that again. 2019 really wasn't a bad year, but for some, it was just our lack of planning and poor execution. That's why 2019 was not the business for us, but for some people it was. Then from there we was hollering about 2020 gonna be it, because it's 2020, it's the start of a new decade. And I was listening to Pastor Jerome Glenn, who's an executive pastor with Pastor Hannah, and I just caught his sermon like on a replay or something, and he was saying, we never said 2020 was going to be your year. We said 2020 was going to be the year of the vision, and that what you do and the decisions you make and how you execute 2020 was going to set you up for the next decade. We were hollering about the next 10 years, not just the year. So you needed to have learned something in 2020, and what you learned and what you did, how is that going to set you up knowing what you know now for the next decade, for this decade? I was reading something that made some sense, like with everything that happened, if you did not pick up a side hustle, a new skill, did something to enhance yourself, took your butt back to school, you missed it. Can you get off my butt? Because these streets are slippery. You don't need to be riding that damn close. I don't like people riding that close when don't be up on Miss Ruby. Anyway, and I'm stopping at all the damn stop signs now. You got a problem? Go around. Go around. Because these people think these side streets are not clean. So it's easy to slip and slide and dip and dive down these streets. So we don't want no problems. Ruby don't need no more problems. Now what was I saying? Oh yeah, so if you didn't pick up something in 2020, if you didn't learn nothing in 2020, then you just missed the boat. You just missed the boat. With everything shutting down, these people passing from COVID, the social injustice, a lot happened in 2020. So it was a lot of time to think and focus, and yeah, people lost jobs, people lost businesses. It just a lot. So what did 2020 like? Okay, I said something about learning. So my thing was, what did you learn? That was a question. I think Reverend Glenn asked that. What did you learn and how you gonna apply it? So 2020 for me allowed me to sit in my truth. I'm gonna say that again. 2020 allowed me to sit in my truth. If you was a single person like myself and no spouse, no boo thing, no kids, you had quite a bit of time to sit in silence and be still. So it had me sit in my truth in a way that it made me go back and evaluate, the decisions I made, the people I was involved with, the people who I invested in. And when I say invested, not only talking about relationships or situationships, but also like friendships. Sat down, look at everything. It made you look at moves you made professionally. It made you look at how you just did things. What was your rationale? So I had a lot of days where I was able to sit in my truth, sit in silence and really think some things through. So I think going into 2020 and coming out this pandemic, when we come out, it's still going on, y'all. It ain't went away. I know the positivity rates might be dropping slowly, but unfortunately people are still dying, and Rona is still out here. So it just got me thinking how I'm gonna move forward. It's got me thinking of how I gotta walk boldly now, how I need to step out more on faith now, how I need to walk in confidence, knowing that God is with me and I will not fail. Yes, that is scripture. So it just made me sit and like talking to friends, and this ship had everybody. He's still driving like a damn maniac. I'm glad he gone. Just people just these streets. This is not the time to be speed racing. So anyway, what I was saying, people I was talking to, everybody said this was the moment of truth. This was a moment to help them revitalize, reshift, refocus. Pivot was a big word for everybody. This is the year to pivot. So yeah, everybody, it did some things for some people, definitely. So now it's all about taking what we learned in 2020 and applying it for 2021. I declare that 2021, so you have to be speaking this. You have to speak this. This is going to be the year of restoration. We're going to be renewed. We're going to be refreshed. We're going to be restored in 2020. You got to speak it and you got to believe it. And the problem is we don't speak positivity. We don't speak success. We going to be restored. And we going to come out better than ever. And I'm coming out, I'm looking at every damn body. I look at your cross-eyed. So I think now we're going to come in with a different, clear eye. It's going to be a clear vision. It's going to be a different vision. We're going to be looking at everybody like, okay, and looking at every situation like, okay. So we gonna do that. I count it a blessing to be able to talk to you all too, because we lost a lot of good people. Lost a lot of people. It's not a day I can't get on Facebook and not, see somebody lost a relative or a friend or just somebody pass. It's when I get text messages, people lost a spouse, they lost a parent, a grandparent, a good friend, a sibling. It just breaks my heart. And it's just like, at first we knew people was dying off, but then it like got closer and closer. Now, I had a cousin pass away recently. She had been sick, but she got called home. So we all been touched and moved, or just lost classmates. So I counted a blessing that I did turn 40, because guess what? Some people didn't see 40. So I counted a blessing that God grant me the opportunity to turn 40, and made it a safe situation that we could have a small celebration. So I don't take that for granted, because everybody would say, oh, it's the older people. No, we had lost some young people. So we can't say that it was an old people thing. People my age and down, some college, there were some college kids, college age kids that passed from COVID. So it ain't even an age thing right now. It really based on your immune system, how healthy you was, and how strong your body was to fight. So I don't take this for granted. I think, wearing the mask, I'm gonna do what I got to do, because if that help us get one step closer to where we got to be, I'm all for it. So we just gonna continue to do what we do. We got a new president, a new vice president. I'm really excited to see my soror in the White House. I think that's just dope. Just dope. Dope. We people thought it was gonna be Hillary, as she was trying to go for president. But sometimes you gotta crawl before you walk. So we looking forward. Would things be perfect? No, they're not gonna be perfect, but let's give them time to work. And hopefully, if we can get the Senate together, Georgia, the citizens of Georgia, we counting on you all to do the right thing. So hopefully you got out there and you've been voting. If you ain't vote, I think the elections is January 5th, so we hope y'all get out there, and we all are counting on you, not just the state of Georgia, but us Illinoisans, we counting on you too. So that's we wish the people well that need to win. I believe the guy is one of the guys was at Walnock. He's a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. So yeah, let's go help our fam out. So yeah. So what did you learn? The lesson is, what did you learn in 2020, and how you gonna take that and how you gonna apply it? And then what did you give birth to in 2020? For me, you all know what I've been hooping and hollering about my book. And it's the start of something, because it ain't just gonna be that one book. I need to sit my butt back down and finish working on book 2 so it can come out in 2021. And then I also want to give out scholarships. No, I don't want to. I will give out scholarships. I just, been picking people's brains, seeing what they think, and everybody's been real supportive and just saying, don't feel like you got to go super big right now. You still growing what you're doing. So you can start out small. So I'm hoping to have the applications for those scholarships ready to go by February 1st. That's the plan. So I got a lot to do. So we got to get that off the ground. I'm teaching 2 classes again next semester. Y'all pray for me, because baby, it was a bit to do. And people talking about e-learning with small kids. Try e-learning with these e-learning with the remote learning. I guess we say remote. We don't say e-learning. Remote learning with the college kids, baby. They are plum food too. So yes. I think we might would have had a little more understanding with the babies, but these some big kids. Yeah, it was a bit to do with remote learning. So taking what I learned this past semester, yeah, we gonna do things a little differently. We was, yeah, it's gonna be a turn your damn camera on and stop driving situation. That's what it's gonna be. But yeah, so gotta set the tone. I think for us it was uncharted territory. I never taught that class online. We always made it more of an in-person, hands-on type of approach style class. So to, have to do it online, it changes everything. And then now we have to revert this class that I normally teach in the spring. That's more of a you need to be in person type of thing. Now that gotta go remote. So I'm hoping this is the last semester on this hybrid stuff. I'm hoping that's it. What are you doing? I want to get over. So hopefully this be the last semester of this hybrid, and that we can go ahead and have some normalcy on campus next fall for all campuses and regular schools, because we all got the blues. Trust me, it's I think I worked harder this year than I have in the past. So people lost work, but for some people, for us in education, the work picked up. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. You all have a blessed and prosperous day. May you walk into 2020 boldly, believing bigger, and being all that you can be. And I'll hit you up in the new year. Peace out. Take care. God bless. Like, comment, subscribe.